All right there, folks. Looks like we are live. How we all doing tonight? Smiling Stu Sutherland coming to you tonight. We're having a great Motivation Monday. Boy, I've gotten a lot of stuff done. Of course, my three masterminds and some other things. I'm going to share some of it with you tonight. Of course, first of all, if you're coming live or coming replay, give me hashtag live, hashtag replay. Let me know where you're coming from. And by all means, any questions, put them down there in the chat. All right. And folks, if you are seeing us over on YouTube, I would love it if you would do the like and subscribe. You'll find us at Smiling Stew. Would love to have you help over there. And of course, we talked about the new criteria for Facebook. So I'm only able to go live in the personal profile right now. If you would please go over to the Smiling Stu Sutherland page on Facebook and like that page. We need to get those likes up a few because I just started that page and I started going live on it. And like the minute I did, they took it away from me. So anyway, we need to get those likes up on there, just a few more, and we'll be able to go live on there again. So I would really appreciate it if you get over and do that. So anyway, folks, welcome to Home Business Freedom. I am Smiling Stu Sutherland. I am a freedom crusader. I give people the tools and the knowledge to disconnect their time and their freedom, or their time and from their money, by building a residual income at home. So, and I know I just twisted that all up tonight, but anyway, what do we got for you? Well, first of all, a couple things we've got going today. First of all, we're going to talk about Lego. That's right, Lego. And no, I'm not talking about the things your kids leave on the floor that you step on at night. We're going to talk about something that we talked about in the chat tonight. So anyway, let me do a quick screen share with you. And first of all, here you go. There is the Smiling Stu Sutherland page. And as I came over here, I noticed we've got some very interesting postings on some Mountain Dew dogs today. So I don't know about a code red dog. But anyway, we'll take a quick peek here. So anyway, the Smiling Stu Sutherland page, I would love it if you'd come over and like that for us. We're up to 51, but we need 100 to be able to go live in there. Like I said, just started the thing a few weeks ago, so it's barely had time to even grow. So anyway, come help us out there because we were going live and we'd like to be able to go live in there again. So anyway, help us out. Get on over there and like that for us. All right. So let's talk about Lego. All right. Well, what are we talking about with Lego? Okay. Well, Lego, it's an anagram. And basically what it's talking about is when you're starting out online, or actually when you're in online and you're just trying to figure out what to talk about in order to, what to focus on basically in order to attract people. And the problem a lot of folks have is they go in every different direction and they don't really have a focus, which creates a problem. Here we focus on mindset, we focus on some tools and how to use the tools and that sort of thing. So we have a fairly focused thing. Now I do share some different things that I learn with you, but they're all basically focused on the business and building a business. So anyway, basically the way this works is when you're trying to figure out what to talk about is, first of all, you want to think about L, the Lego. So what do you love? And so the L stands for love. So what is it that you love? Well, I mean, maybe you love fishing. Well, maybe then you should talk about fishing if that's something you love to do. There are people who love to invest in real estate or flip houses or what have you. And those are the things that they should be talking about. So it's a matter of what you love to do. Okay. So that's the first thing you would think about. Now, the second thing, E, would be, what do people edify you for? Well, okay, let's say you are a real estate investor. Well, people would edify you for being a real estate investor because you had some expertise in that area. So that would be an area that they edify you in. For instance, I was a restaurant manager. Somebody might come to me and ask me questions about running a restaurant because that's something that they would edify me with, that I have some knowledge about and some experience in. Some of these online tech things that we're dealing with are something that I am now getting edified for because people are coming to me for help with it. Okay, next would be G, and that's what are you good at? So what are you good at? Well, you might be good at something that you don't necessarily love, but it might be a great thing to turn into a business because you're good at it. Now, I kind of recommend you stick to a business that's something you love, but by all means, you can talk about something that you're good at. You know, maybe you love what you're good at, or you're good at what you love, and you can combine the two of them. But that's the next thing to go. And the last thing to look at is the O, and that stands for what have you overcome or what are you overcoming? So, certainly, if you've overcome some obstacles, you can talk about how you overcame those obstacles and you can help other people facing those same obstacles to overcome them. Or you can talk about something that you're working on overcoming now. There are things that we're constantly working to overcome in our lives. And so we might focus on those and talk about them. For me, right now, some of the things I'm working on overcoming is some of the web builds that I'm getting done and some of the things that I've piled up for myself and overcoming kind of my list. And I've actually made some progress on that today. I'm going to share that with you here in just a second. So, but anyways, that's the Lego. So, what do you love? What do people edify you for? What are you good at? Or what have you overcome or are overcoming? Now, maybe building a business is what you're overcoming, and you're sharing that from the beginning to wherever you take it. And that in and of itself is overcoming something. So, there we go. Those are ways to think about things to focus on to basically decide what you're going to be about. And I mean, folks, there are people who have been in business for a year and a half, 2 years who haven't figured these things out. So, learning how to focus in on those things is what's going to really help you to draw the audience that's looking for you. So, anyway, that's the Lego thing for you tonight. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we can get rid of that one too. And then we're going to talk about the next thing that I was working on tonight, and that is my brand new coffee chats. And I'd love to invite you to take part in these. And basically, what it is I'm setting up a calendar here where you can go in and schedule an appointment with me. And basically, it's just for 15 minutes just to get to know each other. Now, there's no sales. Okay. So I'm not going to try and sell you anything. I'm not even going to offer you a link. If you want a link for something I've got, you're going to have to email me back after the conversation's over and ask me for it. Okay. And flip side, you're not going to try and tell me anything. Okay. We're just going to talk about what we do, who we serve, who we help, how we help them. We may or may not have business to do with each other, and we'll figure that out. But we may or may not have something that we can recommend to somebody else. Your expertise may be something I know somebody that needs. So let's network a little bit. Let's get to know each other and let's figure out what each other's working on. So, anyway, I'd invite you to definitely take advantage of that. Go over to smilingstew.com/chat. It's an easy one to remember. It's a coffee chat. So just /chat. And, we're just going to sit and talk for 15 minutes. And I'm actually going to allow for half an hour because, hey, if we're really vibing, we'll talk a little longer. And I don't want to have to cut somebody off right at 15 minutes. But, I'm sure we won't go over half an hour. But just an opportunity to chat, get to know what you're doing. You get to know what I'm doing, but I'm more interested in what you're doing. I want to hear about your business mostly. You can look at my stuff and figure out what my business is about. So, anyway, that's what it's about. Coffee chat. Go ahead and check that out. smilingstew.com/chat. And then the other thing I was going to show you tonight was I was working on some brand new pages, or actually a rebuild of one of my pages. And this was one of my original landing pages right here. And this is what I now have. So I spent a little time in the builder today, really sprucing things up and just making it look a little nicer, a little fancier. Um, I think it turned out pretty well. If you want to check it out, smilingstew.com/all-in-one. That's smilingstew.com/all-in-one, and you can check that out. And anyway, but that's what I've been working on today is doing a whole bunch of stuff there, building both those pages and just letting people know what's going on. So, yeah, check out the one page, smilingstew.com/ all at one, and you can see where I rebuilt it and how I've got it working. And then the other one, of course, is the chat, smilingstew.com/ chat. Definitely go hook up. Let's have a little talk. Let's see what everybody's about. Let's network a little bit and see what we can do to boost each other up. So, anyway, folks, that's what I got for you tonight. Again, been a busy Monday, Motivation Monday, getting a lot done. Folks, I hope you had a great start to your week as well. Make sure you smile at everyone you see tomorrow. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Have a fantastic evening. Take care now. Smile and stew out.